Dear students, I would like to welcome you all to this video. In this video, today our topic is the cashbook. The cashbook is an important topic because in the Cambridge, the most of the questions, the question number 1 in most of the papers comes from the cashbook. So let's start learning the cashbook. As we know from our previous lessons and previous videos that we do make T accounts, ledger accounts. Similarly, this cashbook has the same sort of T account, but in this scenario we are going to combine the two accounts. So we are going to make first the two columns cashbook, which means we are going to combine the cash and bank ledger account. So this book, cashbook, is to record cash and bank transactions. So for that we are going to combine these two ledger accounts to make two columns cashbook. The format that we will have in the question is cashbook will be the title, and then we'll have the first column of date, details. These two columns are similar with the normal ledger account, the T account that we made. Now we have the first amount column, that will be the cash amount column. In the second column that we'll have will be the bank amount column. Now this side will represent the debit side, and on the credit side again we'll have date, details, and then cash amount column, and then bank amount column. So this side is our credit side. So I usually tell my students that it's easy if you consider this side is your payment side and this side is your receipt side. The amount that you receive in the form of cash or in the form of bank, you will record here on this debit side, and if there is any payment in the form of cash or in the form of check, means the bank, so you will record on this side. There are some transactions that we are going to consider in this topic. So let's suppose I'm going to write a transaction here that we deposit cash of $150 into business bank account. Now in this transaction, as we deposit the cash from the business into the business bank account, so in this scenario our cash balance is going to be decreased and our bank account balance is going to be increased. So we will come to here on the debit side, as our bank balance is going to be increased, so we'll write down $150 here, and as our cash account is going to be decreased, so the bank balance is going to be increased because of the cash deposits into the bank, and our cash payment, cash, is going to be decreased, so we'll record on this side. So it will come up here 150 into the cash column, and the reason, because we deposit this into the bank account, so it will be recorded like this. So this entry that comes on both sides. As you guys can see, it comes on the debit side as well and the credit side as well. So this entry, we name this entry is contra entry, means the entry that comes on both sides of cashbook. That's a very important entry that usually the students got confused with. Now the next entry that usually we got in the cashbook question is dishonored check entry. Dishonored check mean a check that rejected or refused by a bank to clear the, if there is a check that is refused by the bank, so that means the check is bounced back, so check returned back to the person who represent this check. So in this scenario, let's suppose if there is an entry that bank returned the check of $250. So the check returned, a bank returned the check of $250 received from Mr. A earlier. So in this scenario, that there was a check that we received from Mr. A, it's returned by the bank, so it means it's a dishonored check. To record this transaction, we must consider that once we receive this check from Mr. A, we record it on the debit side here on the receipt side, because we receive this check and our bank balance goes up. So now once our check is returned means dishonored, so we have to record here in the credit side, so with the amount of 250, because the bank balance is going to be reduced again. So now we're supposed to receive this money again from Mr. A, so we'll write down here Mr. A, so it will become our receivable again. So that's another entry of dishonored check that is also an important transaction that usually comes into this. The next thing that is very important that comes into this cash book is the third column. So there will be a 3-column cash book. So the third column will be the discount columns. So once we are going to add the discount columns into this cash book, it will become a 3-column cash book. Before moving on to the format of 3-column cash book, I would like to discuss with you, I would like to tell you about the discount. So in the businesses, we do have 2 types of discounts. So the first discount we have is called trade discount. Trade discount is the discount which is normally given at the time of purchase. So once we go to shopping or once we go to purchase something, the discount that we receive at the time of purchase is called the trade discount. So the second thing that make this discount is a trade discount is usually the trade discount is available on cash transactions. That's the second thing that you guys can consider once you are identifying the trade discount. So it means, so the cash transactions mean you have to pay once you purchase the goods. So at the time of the purchase and on the cash transaction, if there is a discount, that is a trade discount, and we do not record any entry of this trade discount. So no entry will be recorded in the books. So what do we do? If there is a goods that we purchase with the trade discount, we'll record the entry after the amount of the trade discount. So let's suppose if we purchase goods of $1,000 subject to a trade discount at the rate of 5% trade discount, which means the entry will be recorded with the amount of purchases account debited. We will deduct this 5% from this 1,000, that will be the $50. So we will be entering the amount here 950, and if we give the cash, so we'll write down here the cash account on the credit entry with the same amount 950. So in this scenario we did not record this trade discount. So that's the first discount that we have in the businesses. The second discount that we have is called cash discount. So to identify the cash discount, so the first of all that we need to consider that this discount will be available at the time of payment. So means you purchase some goods, we purchase some goods or anything on credit. So after a certain period of time, once we go for payment, so we'll get some extra discount after meeting some condition or anything else. So we'll have a discount that will be the cash discount. So that will be available on credit transactions. Yes, we do record this cash discount into our books. So entry will be recorded so either the entry will be recorded as discount received, that will be on the payment received on the payment to suppliers, or in the shape of as discount allowed on the amount received from customers. So now we know that cash discount is the discount that we are going to record in the books. So this discount can be the discount received or the discount allowed. So discount received will be our income, and the discount allowed will be our expense. So let's move on. So I will show you how we are going to make the format of this cash book, 3-column cash book here. So I'm going to write down here, so that will be the title, cash book, 3 columns. So there will be a first column again, date, details, and now there will be a column added with the discount allowed, and then cash column, and then bank column. That will be my debit side. On the credit side, we will have date, details, and then discount receive column, and then again cash and bank column here. So again we will have this debit side means receipt side, and this will be the payment side means the credit side. So in the next video we'll solve a question on the cash book. So I will show you how to record the entries along with the discount figures with the following of this format. So thank you very much.